I won't even front like I don't need nothing. Depicted on record sales for me to see something. But if that fall back, how the fuck I'm supposed to feed little button? I've been in jail before, I've been a bum before. But a nigga ain't never had a son before. I dealt with Cain and fire, I done banged with fighters. But I ain't never changed a diaper, I ain't ready. Ever since I signed, niggas been on my back. Like Mouth, what up? When I'm getting on the track, and so the hood hates me. Figured they be much kinder, like Joe, congratulations, and we coming right behind you. Everybody in the hood I got, since I'm responsible for everybody in the hood that raps. They don't like how I do shit. Say I changed, I'm the same nigga that y'all went to high school with. After all these years, still the same drug addict. And it's fucked up, I'm sober with them same drug habits. I still bitch, Steve, con and lie, rob, shoot. Difference now is I ain't high. Cats is after me. At least I got a crew to warn me, but I don't like walking. I'm self-disrespectful. Self-disrespectful. I'm self-disrespectful. Self-disrespectful. Your daddy fucked your mama and fucked your sister. Then climbed in your bed playing with your sugar. Go ahead, take the belt off and hang yourself. Matter of fact, grab the strap and bang yourself. screaming out saying you would suck my dick. It ain't my motherfucker.
All right, 1 minute. 1 minute and counting. One keeps going out. What the fuck?
I got 1,000 grams of work to put your nose in. Rock it up for the bro bag and the roll still. I'm motivated by some real niggas. Bad lesbian bitch, she don't feel niggas. Drill niggas, we just trying not to kill niggas. It's like a full-time job that's to kill niggas. Sleeping on me from the rip though. Wasn't trying to wake these niggas, I had to tiptoe. I just kept my eyes on that paper until we rich though. They put a real nigga in jail when they let a snitch go. So I don't even greet these niggas out on the ad. Turn it up to heat these niggas. A bunch of crabs. Chicken and beat these niggas. If life's a gamble, baby, I'm just trying to beat these niggas. Couple pussies getting money. I should creep these niggas. Couple suckers coming home. They should keep these niggas. Don't follow them on the gram. Don't want to meet these niggas. Now I don't see how the radio repeat these niggas. Don't make it if me and you think. I take it back when the show strap was a shoestring. Little 6-shot 8. Come with that juice thing. I can get it straight to the point with the deuce thing. Middle of the club, right up on that boot, nigga. I don't need a ladder, I can shoot, knock your vest over. I'm an underground god, I can bless over. Damn, they made $1 million on that corner with the best bowlers. Streets raised me, sitting on top of death rovers. I gave you niggas food for thought, these are leftovers. I used to give a fiend a bean just to sweep up. Played the block late night, these parking the Jeep up. Ben had the bike when we was fucking the Greek up. Fuck the ladder, this damn 90 if niggas creep up. Ain't nigga keep up, so problem niggas speak up. This the big dog, y'all nigga, you just a teacup. Spend a whole day in the mall fucking your week up. Give a fuck about you if you ain't fucking my sleeper. I put the top down, do something prettier. MTX 2 July 4th, like the city up.
Dieses Flugzeug per Maschinengewehre und hört mit dieses und dann macht's auf einmal.
Download free now.
I was self-made, fuck a big feature. Homie not connected, he a dick eater. I won't write an ether, I'm a 6th feature. My mom gave birth to the Grim Reaper. I done went to jail, I could've went to Yale. But the dirty scale was my holy grail. You was in class waiting on a bell. I was at the plug house waiting on a bell. Whoa, did a dub and he wishing that was it. Got life for a body, now he wishing that he missed. Eating serve sandwiches, wishing for a brick. Nobody made it back when we took him for a trip. My trap house looking like the North Pole. I got mama house out of foreclosure. If the feds come, they confiscate. emotion. All stay on murder and it's hard to control. I just dropped the baby in a hot water. If it's too much cut, it turn to mop water. Rich nigga living like I got warrants. I done shot so many niggas it ain't got boring. Bunch of internet threats niggas sending me. A 187 is the penalty. I got 100 shooters full of energy. His baby mama sleeping with his enemy. I just told one not to enter two. They compressed it to two and look identical. Probably gonna never reach my pinnacle. I done woke up broke and took 10 of them. Looking at my plate, it was nothing on it. Then I put a razor and the onion on it. Notifies mom, I pushed a button on it. That nigga rap sheet had some mustard on it.
Celebrating its 20th anniversary by extending their biggest sale ever. Join WOW for just 20 cents down and only 20 cents for your first month. Now that's how you celebrate 2020. But hurry, sale ends January 19th.
How you guys doing out there? About to get into it in about 1 second. Just gonna wrap this all up. Gotta love this song though. Gotta love it. I don't know anyone who doesn't love this song. It's freezing here today. Being in Boston, it's like, I think like 20 something degrees right now. Don't quote me though. I know all you internet sleuths will jump right on it. So this is RayzaPlayz's. How you doing? Real quick. Ran into a little problem last night, interestingly enough. So one of my good, I'm sorry, when you see me look over, it's my left, but right on the screen. When you see me look over, I'm just catching up on comments, because when it's on the screen, I don't think it looks as pleasing. Yeah, it's been freezing, that's for sure. How you doing, man? How's it going, guy? Really glad you were able to stop by, man. Yeah, so bumped into a little problem last night. One of my friends, Hyro Gigi, she was sort of doing a little research. I don't know if you've heard, God, but I don't know how. Oh, I think she might have searched my name, and what happened was she stumbled across, believe it or not, I mean, I truly feel like my name is pretty unique. I mean, I did put quite a bit of thought into it. I tried maybe like 3 or 4 names before I finally settled, and I decided to go with RayzaPlayz's. And then I also want to kind of use this as somewhat of like a podcast / playing video games, but I really love talking and interacting with people. I like to look at this more like I enjoy connecting with my audience. I enjoy all that sort of stuff as much as games. But, you know, I'm a Nintendo guy, and as of right now, my computer's just not strong enough to run the Elgato HD60S to stream Switch and the SNES Mini and the NES Mini. So, regardless, so she must have searched me to find me again, and it turns out I was first on the list, but directly under me was a RayzaPlayz's Days. Now, with streaming, I actually have two names that I use under the same account. I have RayzaPlayz's, capital RayzaA, capital PLAYZ, and then, as you'll notice, I don't know if you can see it, but on my screen, it's RayzaPlayz's and capital RayzaA, capital together, one word, capital SAYZ, RayzaSayz. It's like kind of like my podcast talk show sort of name. And it's funny, he found the one word that I didn't rhyme with, you know, RayzaPlayz's Days, which I tried to talk to my buddy Beatles, who's just a tech wizard, and he said, well, that's a game. And I said, okay, I understand. He said, but he's nowhere near your level of personality and this, that, and the other thing. I said, well, you know, Beatles, I do understand that, but at the end of the day, it's still kind of piggybacking off of me in a way, which, I mean, you're not going to avoid that, I guess. At the end of the day, you know, you're not going to really avoid that. But I figured it was such a unique name that, you know, how could you see that? So he must have seen me and said, oh, that's pretty cool, and the chances of us bumping into each other are so slim, so he'll probably never notice. But, you know, what is it, Murphy's Law, you know, whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And now, because I played so horribly the last, you know, 2 nights, I'm going to go with a new game on normal.
Resident Evil.
I had a month
4.
off because of sickness. I had the flu. It was brutal. I had pneumonia. It was just a nightmare. So, anyways, why don't we get right into it a little bit? Let me catch up on the comments a little bit.
I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains.
All good, no worries. Says Universal Guard. Hope all is well. Everything is great, Universal Guard. I'm really happy you're here. Really appreciate you spending your time watching me play a game and listening to me talk. Also, he says, Universal Guard also says, also, will you, I'm sorry, also, will so if you make and or let it in a way, you know.
The United States government issued
an indefinite
suspension of business decree to Umbrella.
Okay, I didn't realize it was, I didn't realize you had two accounts, brother.
Umbrella was finished.
I changed my name as a reminder of the bigger picture and better times. I really like that name. I really like that name, Brute. Will I remember it? I'm not sure. So please, if I ever say that again, just please remind me, my friend. I think you're an awesome guy, man. You hooked me up with bits. You're actually, not that I don't expect anything from anyone, man, but you've hooked me up with bits, and you've been really good to me, man. I consider you really top-notch guy, man, and I truly appreciate you, my friend. I hope everything's well with you. Rayza, hey, Terra, how are you? I can't believe it. If you watch some of my old videos, you'll see what was going on with me. I was more sick. I haven't been that sick in about 8 years. It was absolutely brutal. I was in bed for so long that my back is like totally destroyed. It's unreal. I'm just so happy to see you, man. Terra. Not man, Terra. Really glad you stopped by. I missed you. I really did. I always get hit by that guy. But Terra, my friend, how are you? How's everything been? How's life treating you? Good? Ooh, you missed. Look at that. Hey, GG, glad you're still here, my friend. Thank you, you're awesome. You went above and beyond last night by giving me all the heads ups and all that. I really appreciate it. I talked to Beatles. He said it wasn't such a big deal. He said it's actually the name of the game, but still, regardless, I really I gotta be truthful. It don't sit well with me because here's why. I would never be like, okay, well, my name's Rayza Resident Evil. I mean, I don't know. It's just a little funny. I don't know. But you know, the only way to really end it is to just totally blow him out of the water. If I ever see him, I'm not gonna follow him. I'm not gonna give him that dignity of following him, you know, because I think that's kind of foolish. Give him a follow just to give him shit. But when I see him stream, I'm gonna just totally spam him. And the great part about that is, in the comments, he'll see RayzaPlayz's, and then when he checks on it, he'll see that since last March I've been a member, and Beatles told me that I've been a member longer than him, so that's a good thing. You know, if he was a member first, well, I'd shut up because that means I stole from him. But you know, it's not like there was any money taken or anything like that. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. I doubt he'll last, you know. Truthfully, I doubt he'll really last. He's playing a shit game, to be honest. So we'll see. But I'm not gonna let him ruin another second of what I got going on. It's not worth it. Why let him put me in a bad mood when, if I walked by him on the street, I wouldn't even recognize him. Lucky for him, because if I did, I swear to God, I would knock him out. And I am definitely a peaceful person, but one thing I don't like is you know, unoriginality, stealing, you know, those things, rape, murder, those things don't sit well with me one bit. And you know, but it's only video games, man. It's only video games. Let me catch up real quick while he talks to friggin'
Leon. How you holding up?
The librarian Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, everyone's sick right now, Tara. It's terrible. It's terrible. I hope you don't catch it because it's brutal. I mean, I'll tell you, I wouldn't, let me see. I mean, the best thing that worked for me was really hot showers. My lungs were totally filled. But it honestly took like 3.5 weeks, and to keep it really absolutely 100 with you, I really still don't feel right. I don't have like, I don't have my energy back yet. So getting older sucks, I gotta tell you. I wish, come on, damn it. Yeah, getting older sucks, that's for sure. I remember when I was a kid and I would get sick. I'd be sick for 2 days tops, and that was if it was like a brutal, brutal cold. And now, even just a regular cold, I'm sick for at least a week. But that's life, huh? I always think there's money behind them. Gold bars. Oh man. Come on, I backed up far enough where that's not coming. I'm in a bad spot here. This is crazy. Come on. I really can't believe how poorly I've been playing this. With just basically almost a month off. I don't understand. Well, let's just get to the cutscene. Nice, a gold one. We'll get to the cutscene and then move on. Carry it on. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely want to stay warm. Nice hot shower. Curl up on the couch and binge watch some TV, man. That's about all you can do. I just hope it doesn't affect your work schedule too much, because that's what happened to me. So now financially, I'm struggling actually right now. Tough being single, trying to pay all these bills on your own. It's really not easy at all. But the one good thing is, I was told this a long time ago by my grandmother, that in the end everything works out, you know. I mean, unless you go kill someone and end up in jail, all that stuff. But overall, when it comes to anything, you know, it usually works itself out. You guys are awesome. I really do truthfully love you guys. There was a giveaway done. Jessica won it. It was Link's Awakening. There will be more giveaways. I don't know how to really set up, online giveaway, random giveaway things. So what I'll do on one of my streams in the next, say, month or so, is what I'll do is I'll write every one of my followers' names down. I'll put them in a hat. I'll do it live on my stream. I'll pick one name out, and that's as fair as I can get it. And I'll even document me writing one name at a time, so you guys don't think it's fixed. Oh shit! So you guys don't think it's fixed. Look, I'll do it. It's so funny that I haven't died in the first probably 3 hours of this game since the first time I ever played it, and now it seems like I can't go 3 minutes without dying. But not making any excuses, that's for sure, but I just got a lot going on, so maybe my mind's just really not in it. But let's see if we can get some. If I'm gonna suck at this, maybe we can get some interesting deaths. That'll be fun. I went through here last time and it was a mistake, so let's see what happens this time. We just gotta get in and out. That's what she said. Get in and out quick. But yeah, man, I hope everyone out there is doing well. Any new viewers, welcome to my channel. I love interacting with my viewers. I love talking. There's plenty of times that I put the game on pause and literally I just talk, and we can talk about. There's literally nothing off the table, from video games to consoles to even the opposite end of the spectrum. Not to think I'm a weirdo, but ghosts, aliens, UFOs, whatever goes. There is, I said that as an example. There's nothing off the table. We can talk about anything at any time. I'm really looking into maybe starting a podcast where I can have different guests and things like that, etc. If anyone out there right now knows, I don't even know if I have 1 viewer or 0 viewers, but if anyone out there knows anything about podcasts, I'd be very interested in learning what to do, basically. Come on, to get my podcast set up. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead again. This is unreal. I mean, watch my old videos. I have a YouTube account called RayzaPlayz's, only it's capital RayzaSayz space capital PLAYZ. That's my YouTube channel. Usually, not to toot my own horn or nothing, but I do play pretty well. Like I said, I don't know if it's just I got so much on my mind that, you know, my mind's just not in it right now, or what it is, but as soon as I jumped, I didn't have a chance to move. And honestly, I didn't see her there when I first landed. That's really weird. But, you guys are more than welcome to clip anything, whether it makes me look horrible or it makes me look good. And I will put it on my YouTube page regardless. I really think you guys are awesome. I don't like the word followers, so if you'd like to follow me, I don't consider you a follower, I consider you a friend. This isn't a cult. This fucking Mad Dog's coming, man. That didn't even, like, fucking phase him, bro. Really weird. Alright, let's go. How's everyone doing out there? Hope everyone's well. I love being in this cult, he says. That's funny. Yeah, that's true. Me too, brother. Me too. That's for sure. You guys are awesome. I got the best people around me, Brute, man. I really do. I think you guys are great. Yeah. So now more story time. RayzaPlayz's story time. I went to Best Buy. I asked him, I said, hey, do you guys got Alienware computers? I'm looking for the M17, blah, blah, blah. He said, nah, we don't carry those. Well, I don't know. I just had a funny feeling. I knew there'd be one in the store. So I found my dream computer. The thing was fucking badass. I had a $100 gift card to Best Buy. And the price tag on it was $1,600. It was new, but imagine this prick. Imagine this motherfucker, right? Get this. I'm gonna get hit. Get this, right? This chick bought this kid almost a $2,000 Alienware computer, gaming computer, laptop rather than, you know, not a desktop, but a laptop. He opens the box on, what was it? I don't know, they did gifts Christmas Eve or whatever, right? He opens the box, he looks at it, and he says, this is honest to God, what she told me. I wanted black. Are you serious? How dare you get me the, it was like the original MacBook color, you know, like that silverish color. How dare you get me that? You knew I wanted black. She's like, she told me this. Bingo. I was like, listen, man. I almost said, you need a real man. That was really nice of you. If I had a girl that bought me an Alienware laptop gaming computer, are you fucking kidding me? I would marry you right then. That would be my engagement ring. It's a guy.
I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer.
She said, nope, he doesn't want it. So they didn't have any, and then sure enough, it was like meant to be. She came in right at the return counter where I was talking to the Geek Squad about ordering one, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh man, this is it. Now it's returned, open box, it's going to be a lot cheaper. So this $1,600, $1,700 computer, mint shape, never used, never set up, nothing. Brand new. Box, mint. The only thing is, the seals were cut, right? I said, wow, this is fucking it. I mean, I'm never going to get a better deal. Never. So I bought it. I told them, listen, I got a $100 Best Buy card. So what's the best price you can give me? Because let's be real, it is an open box. I knew she was telling the truth. She wasn't lying. She was heartbroken. She was almost in tears that her asshole boyfriend did that to her. So I said, well, what's the best price you can do for me now that it's an open box, okay? They said, well, we can do 14. I said, all right, that's still a little too much. And you know how salesmen are. I said, nah, forget it. I'll have to walk away. I'll wait till I get my tax return, and then I'll go get what I want to get, you know, whatever. Well, no, if we're going to have a hard time selling this now, it's an open box, we'll take another $200 off. Whatever. So basically, it came down to like $1,270, say, with taxes. That's what they wanted for it. I was like, oh man, I mean, I can't beat this. I didn't have the money at the time, but what I did was I decided that I'll take it when I get my tax return. I'll just pay it off. That way it won't be too much interest. Best Buy accepted me for the store card, so I didn't have to put anything down other than the $100 gift card, which I didn't even have to put that down, but I did. I get it home, I get it all set up. I bought an Elgato from Target. Believe it or not, how much you think an Elgato was from Target? Anywhere else, I've owned about 4 Elgato HD 60Ss. Every one was about $180, $200. I go to Target, I get one of them. You'll never believe it. $80. I was like, what? $80? Fucking right. I'm all over it. I got it. It worked mint. You'll see on my page, I got about, I'm sorry, I got like cotton mouth wicked after that blunt. Hold on one sec. Let me just grab the drink real quick. But it's just unreal, unreal. So, needless to say, I bought the thing. I said, well, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. Why not? I'm never gonna get a better deal on an Alienware. Never. I get it home, I set it up, things working nice, things working mint. I streamed some Breath of the Wild. I streamed, what else? I believe I streamed Link to the Past a little bit. And then, let me think real quick. And then, all of a sudden, I get the blue screen of death. So, right? I mean, and this chick was bad. And, you know, she's laughing and flirting with me. It was just his girlfriend, I think. I don't think it was his wife. Yep, blue screen, right? Well, I brought it to the Geek Squad. They said no, you know, sometimes it's just a bad one. I know that, you know, he didn't like fuck with it and break it on purpose. He literally opened the box and said, I wanted black. Closed the box. She returned it. She even returned it for him. What a woman. Jesus Christ, if I could find a girl like that. But, so it blue screened on me. So now that's why, if you notice, I had to change my bio, because now obviously I'm back on PlayStation 4, which I really don't want to be honest with you. I really want to be playing Zelda. I know BOTW 2 is coming soon, and I got to get it straightened out. But luckily, I did just get my new W2. Not new, but this year's W2. So what I'm going to do is basically go out and buy a computer with that. I might have with my refund, I might have enough for an Alienware, even if it's a smaller one, a 15-inch screen. I don't need nothing crazy, you know what I mean? I really don't need nothing crazy. Just something that I can stream what I want to stream. But I just couldn't believe this prick, what he did to his girlfriend. I mean, for a Christmas gift. I said, you gotta be kidding me. I said, come home with me. I'll treat you right. We'll play together. But so yeah, that was the end of that. And then I actually go back to return it, and they're giving me a hassle. Well, the box is open. I said, the box was fucking open when I bought it, you fucking assholes. What do you want me to do? Here's my receipts. Well, fucking what more do you want from me? They did take it back, and then, I mean, I've already owned 4 or 5 Elgato HD60Ss. I said, no, fuck it, I'll just buy another one when the time comes with my tax return, yes. I did make more money I'm not materialistic. I'm just stating facts. I made more money this year than I have any other year in my life. Not by a crazy amount, but definitely more. And so hopefully within the next few months, my accountant's really good. So what happens is once my accountant finds out how much my return will be, he'll give me the money out of my account, and then I'll sign the checks over to him, or I'll cash it and give him the cash and he'll deposit it, whatever. He's a great guy, been in the family a long time, family friend a long time. So basically, as soon as I get my taxes done, as soon as I get my taxes done, I should be able to be streaming Zelda again. But I can't wait. Anyone in the chat right now know when Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out? Any updates on that? I don't know if anyone's seen a recent E3 conference or anything, but I hope they do a couple things different, to be honest. Hold on. I want to read your comments and not ignore you all. Oh, right on, RayzaPlayz's. Thanks for being here, man. Hey, good looks on the hype, man. Fucking right, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Breath of the Wild 2 coming soon. Coming to a fucking Switch console near you. Really soon. I can't wait, man. I'm really amped, and I want to be all set up so I can be one of the first. You know, I always, anytime a Zelda game comes out, I order 2. I keep one all plasticed up, and then I use one. That's how I roll, man. So I'm just totally psyched, man. What a game. It would be cool if they did a couple things like almost, to be honest, almost like Resident Evil. It would be really super dope if you know, they had like an assignment, an assignment Ada, but an assignment friggin' Zelda, where, you know, you know, where you play as her, and it might be maybe even a side quest, or if they really want to go all out, a full quest. You know what I mean? Who knows? I mean, it would be really interesting. I think it's going to be a great game. I hope they fix. You know, I think a little bit of enemy diversity would be really good on Breath of the Wild too. Instead of the same bokoblins and moblins roaming around, those what are they, octocorks or whatever. Here we go. I gotta have a seizure real quick. Bear with me. No offense to people who may have seizures, it's no joke, but what the fuck? It almost makes you have one. Fuck. But yeah, I think there's a lot of great things they can do with BOTW2. It was a great game. I actually heard, so here's the real story from what I heard. The story from what I heard was, originally they were gonna do just a couple more DLC packages, but they decided, you know what, there's way too much for just DLC content, so what we'll do is we'll just create you know, Breath of the Wild 2. That's why I'm fucking out. God damn it. I swear I have never died in this game so much in the whole game as I have in fucking 10 minutes. But, yeah, that game's something else, man. It's just, it really is a beautiful game, other than the repetitiveness. And I'm really curious on what the setting's gonna be like. Like, is the setting gonna be, you know, just literally a continuation, or, you know, is it gonna be something totally new? Is it gonna be the same Ganon, or his true form? I mean, these are the things that keep me up at night. But yeah, man, I'm really excited for that. So we'll see. I would love not only that, but my second. I'm going the wrong way. What's going on? I'm really focused on talking right now. Right? Am I going the fucking wrong way? What's up? I think I just went the wrong fucking way. Wait a minute though. Yeah. So I would absolutely love a Resident Evil 4 a Resident Evil 4 part 2, Resident Evil 4.1. That would be sick. Personally, as a mid-30-year-old, I truly think this is one of the best games by far. I'm a huge N64 guy. I love Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. I mean, that's like my bread and butter, man. Ooh, came close to that, huh? Well, he dealt with that for me. Now, if I don't read your comments, you fucking now he's gonna get. God damn it. This fucking dude gotta go. God damn it. Oh, that worked out. As a 80s baby, I really love N64, Super Nintendo. I mean, I have a huge collection. Actually, one of my streams that I did, you couldn't see really good even though all the lights were on, which I don't understand why. It just maybe obviously wasn't meant to be. But I showed you my collection, and that was probably, let me think, that was probably only a little less than half of what I showed you, because I have a storage bin with even more in it, like a friggin' idiot. But come on, Lewis. I'll catch up on a little bit of comments real quick while this clown hops out of the armoire.
A little rough, don't you think? You're not like them?
No.
Trady, if you're still there, Trady, yeah. I agree that the game is very self-contained.
You got a smoke?
Got gum.
But at the same time, and this isn't an insult, I really have everyone in my comments. I have a ton of respect and admiration for. But I do think there's a lot of things that they can do to have it make sense. I mean, well, let's be real. If you want to be 100% real, Zelda's been going on now for more than 30 years. So, by your rationale, it should have been over, 29 years ago. So, granted, it's beautiful. I think the only way they could improve it a little bit is a little bit more diversity of the enemies. It would be awesome if there was some sort of underground section, and I'm not talking about shrines, but I'm talking about, a cave system. There's a few things, and I know one thing, Nintendo will think of it because it's just more money in their pocket, so
Hey,
they'll
wait.
think it's coming soon. Rumor has it end of 2020. I just figured I'd ask you guys to see if you maybe got some more inside info, because you know you guys are game kings, man. So I just figured I'd ask. But I would love another Resident Evil 4. I would actually even love, to be honest,
Sooner, but I was,
another great game would be
You're okay, right?
I'm fine.
the 007 from N64
According to him, Ashley's in a church
remade
What happened
for
to him?
Switch. Now, they might have done that already. I don't know. They might be working on that. I don't know. But that's one of the best first-person shooters and multiplayer games of all time. So maybe that could be in the future. I'm not sure. I did get, well, for 2 years, or almost 3 years, the only game I owned was 2 copies of Breath of the Wild. One I kept sealed up and one I played. And now I got Link's Awakening. I grabbed Diablo. I don't know. I don't know how that is. Anyone know in the chat how the game Diablo is for Switch or for any platform? I think it's on multiple platforms. Any opinions on that? Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It would have to be perfection. But when it comes to Zelda, I gotta say they usually do nail it, and I don't think they would release. Personally, I don't think Nintendo would ever release something subpar. That's my opinion. But you know, everyone has their own opinions. And that's a good thing. But
is that old
being
stranger?
a Nintendo fan for almost, for 30 years, they have had some duds. But when it comes to Zelda, I really can't think of any. I never got into the handhelds, so I can't speak on those. I can't speak on what I don't know. That's not really right. But I just want to catch up on this brute. Diablo PC. So brute, I'm sorry. Maybe my brain's just fried from smoking that reefer madness. So the Diablo that I have for Switch, which is, I think, just, hold on, I'll tell you right now. I mean, I got it right here. Unless you already know what I'm talking about. The other cool thing is I got the collection of Mana. It comes with 3 games, which I had to pick that up because I got a feel. I've never seen that anywhere else before. I got Link's Awakening. Where's Diablo? Where the fuck is that thing? Zelda Breath of the Wild. Diablo. It's called the Eternal Collection. And I just noticed, actually, I don't know if you can see it that well because the plastic's still on, the Eternal Collection. And interestingly, it has Ganondorf in it. So I don't really understand what that is. Is that like a one-on-one combat game? I don't really get it. I really just bought it because they gave me it in the plastic for $50 off credit I had at the store. So it didn't really come out of my pocket. It was just store credit basically. So what is it, like a Street Fighter game, or I'm a little confused. I want to play it, but I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it on my own. I mean, I want to stream it. If I'm gonna play a game, I want to get paid for it. Not that the pay is really fucking anything, but you know, the better you get, the more, you know, the higher in the ranks you climb. I'm screwed here. I don't have shit, dude. I do have some money I can spend. Fiestas. We'll load up all our weapons here. Alright. Well, we definitely need a sniper rifle. That sucks. So, Brute, I'm sorry, Brute. Are you telling me that basically for the Switch version they incorporated like the whole series into one game? Is that what? I'm sorry that my brain is like fucking dead right now. It's been a long weekend.
What are you selling?
We'll see. Once, like I said, once tax comes, it happens quick. I already got my W-2, so it'll all happen pretty quick. I'll be able to get a new computer, be able to tear it up.
Is that all, stranger?
Come on, that fit, man. How did that not fit? There we go. I'm really glad you're here, guys. Brute, I'm really appreciative of you taking time out of your busy day to come say hi to me, man. I missed you. With Ganon as a playable character, that's cool. But GG hype, what's good? Two different games. So Ganon being a playable character, that's what I mean. Is it like a Mortal Kombat type, old school Mortal Kombat type of game where it's just like you know, you fight other characters one-on-one, or is it like a storyline? I know new Mortal Kombats have a storyline, but is it like a storyline game, like RPG sort of deal? Or is it just like a fighting game? I probably should have did a little more research, huh?
Is that all, stranger?
But when I seen Ganon, I'm like, why not? You know? Oh, okay. So you have played it. I always hit the wrong button on this. Oh, that's crazy. Nice. So you played it, Brute?
Thank you. What are you buying? Is that all, stranger? Thank you. Is that all, stranger? Thank you. Is that all, stranger?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. You said that. My bad.
Thank you. Come back anytime.
Well, let's see how this goes. We're gonna have to. I wish I had the striker so I could dip and glitch right through this shit, but let's see what happens, huh? Interesting. Once I got the right computer again, and I got the Elgato, we'll give those a try. Because, as I've said before, being a Nintendo kid my whole life, that's really my bread and butter, as opposed to PlayStation. I love PlayStation. It's been a lot of fun. I'll always play it. I'll always enjoy it. They make it so simple to stream. They make it so simple to build an audience. No third-party equipment involved. You gotta love it. Evil Nintendo, on the other hand, they love making things difficult for us. Ah, come on, man. Come on, baby. Go, dude. Oop! Miracles. Tell me I have shotgun shells. Actually, I don't need shotgun shells. Nice. God damn it, man. The last two times that I played through this game, not played through, but started to play through this game, the ammo has been so scarce, it's fucking scary. Empty. God damn it. We just gotta keep it moving here. I really don't got any other choice. Especially with my long gun. Ah, you prick! Ah, I knew it. Ah, chill. Alright. Ah, come on, man. Sometimes the buttons are so sensitive. Especially I'm using a custom controller right now. So it's a little loose, I gotta say. Gotta grab that. We need everything we can get right now. Every single thing we can get. Where did they all come from? What the fuck, man? Oh, God. Come on. Nah, don't fucking die, dude. My lips are so dry from that one. God damn. Nah, go, guy. get out of this fucking shithole. I was gonna say, if that hit me, it's definitely real. I wish they wouldn't fall off. Whatever. Oh my god. Gotta count. I had a shell. That's weird. Fourth rifle round, thank you. The last thing I did, fucking 1, 3, 2, 1. Close, baby, close. We'll take it. Oh. And close. That's ugly. Ah, damn it. That's alright, we already... Jeez. I wanted to go up there though, because I think there might be some ammo, but probably not. Alright. Come on, shotgun shells. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. How the fuck do you get up there? Oh, I see. Oh my god, bro, do not fucking die. Man, this controller is so sensitive. Hey, what's up, Jose? How you doing, my friend? Glad to see you here, bro. Jose Jalapeno. I love your fucking name, dude. I really do. How's everything going, man? How's everything been? As you can see, I'm playing pretty fucking terrible, but everyone has their bad days. But this is really only my second playing since I've been sick as a dog, so it's just I know it's freezing. Where you from? I understand if you don't want to say, but just a general area. I'm in Boston. It's like fucking 20 degrees right now. Well, it was 18 or something, and minus with the wind chill, it was minus. Yeah, I fucking jumped. I've had enough of winter already. Definitely had enough of the winter already. Oh, Jesus. You should have told me to shut the fuck up, dude. You should have called me a pussy. I'm in Boston. You're in friggin' Toronto? Oh, man. Boston's like a heat wave compared to Toronto, bro. I feel bad for you. Let me ask you something, because I played, I mean, honestly, I think I've told you guys all before, I've done a little of everything, but hockey I played from when I was 3 years old until about 19 years old, like semi-pro-ish style. Even in the summer, it's not really that warm there, is it? I mean, it's obviously warmer than friggin' 20, but it's not too warm, even for summertime. Am I correct or no? You guys get an average summer like Boston. That's why your name has to be Jalapeno, warm up on the inside. Oregano. Maybe these guys are just all pissed because they can't get to the fucking pasta sauce. Oh my god, here we go. Oh shit, I didn't even see him. Some of these dudes, I swear, are invisible, man. We'll take all the ammo we can get, but... I got 2 shots for what I gotta do here. That's a little ugly. I'm gonna catch up just on a little bit of comments while I hide all like a coward here. I wasn't allowed to play Resident Evil because my dad was scared of it. Yeah, that was probably a good choice. That was probably a good choice on his part. That's funny. I do gotta say, it's a really good game, man. So I got a new dad. Oh shit, man. Thank you for that laugh. Thank you. I needed it. I've had a rough couple days, my friend. I needed that laugh. Thank you. So I got a new dad. You're too much, bro. Did they already all get blown up? I don't understand. Yeah? Watch. They didn't. I got a new dad. Oh man, I gotta say, you genuinely made me laugh, man. I gotta say, well done, well done. Can we get a well done in the chat for him? That was a good one, man. Give me some shells. Oh, God damn it. That was too funny, man. Yeah, too much. Oh, shit. Alright, now comes the easy stuff for a little bit. I never noticed that barrel there before. And for good reason. I swear to God, I gotta tell you the truth. I've played this game 478,000 times. And I swear to God, on everything I love, I notice something new every single time I play this game. Without a doubt, I always pick up on something new. A new barrel, just always something. Alright, I think there's one clown down here on this bridge. Then we can do a little friggin' dynamite fishing. I should have used my knife on him. He was a clown. I don't know why I didn't. If I had a grenade, we could cash in. Can I knife these fucking things? Listen, I'm all about catch and release, but in a video game, fuck it, man. Going for the kill. Let's see if we can knife him. Oh yeah. Right? He takes 2 knife. What? I know I hit him. Watch, look at this goofy fucking thing. Alright. See, it's so sensitive. As soon as, like, one tiny little tap and it goes haywire. Look at that fucker. Jesus. Going for the world record here. Flash grenade, money, big deal. Isn't there something behind the ladder too? No? Alright, let's go. What do you got for comments here? Taking a huge shit. I don't think I'm following you, my friend, am I? Let me see. I want to follow you. I think you're funny, man. Add friend, but I want to follow you. Oh, Gigi, that's sweet. Following. Alright, I am following you. Taking a huge shit. I'm not following you. I don't know. How can I do that? Let me see. That doesn't make really any sense. Listen, man, I'm not tech savvy. I'm 35. I'm an old man. I don't want to be friends with you. I want to follow you. I think you're a good guy. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to do, but there is no heart in the upper right corner. I can't get to his pit. Let me see. And I can't get to his page. Taking a huge shit, man. If you're still there, bro. If you're still there, bro, I would like to follow you, man. But it doesn't seem to want to let me. I'll look you up later on. Personally, I'll look you up. I'll search for you right now. How about that? You're unreal. Taking a huge, not a small, but a huge shit. Alright, my friend. And of course nothing comes up. Channels, no, nothing comes up. We'll figure it out. But if you follow me, if you're, I don't know if you're still there, but if you follow me, I'll be able to track you down and follow you back. You're a funny guy. I like that. You legit made me laugh. That doesn't happen often. I usually keep a pretty good poker face, but well done. Well done, my friend. Come on, come on. Ooh, close. Here we go. About to get real. It's about to get trill. Here's anyone watching, my one viewer. Simple way to solve this puzzle is you want to go down, right? Wait. You want to go up, and then you want to go left. Up, left, activated. All right. Anytime I play, I always try to show the quick secrets to these bullshit puzzles, because some of them can really hem you up for a while, believe me. But I've been playing this game a long time, so all the puzzles are pretty much memorized. If you don't want to hear the puzzles, I will give you a heads up from now on, so you can, I don't know, turn the volume down and turn away. But I like to help out and make things a little easier, because it's not always easy. Like what is it? Is it the three of the four pictures hanging on the wall? That's one of the hardest ones, I think. So, all right, right on. But if there are anyone if there are any other viewers, I will give them a spoiler alert heads up. But I know you guys have watched me play this a bunch of times, so I wasn't too concerned. If anyone knows who Taking a Big Shit is, please tell him to follow me so I can follow him back. He seems like a decent dude. Maybe he's in the bathroom right now. Maybe he'll come back. All right. Getting into the heart of the battle here. Let's go shoot this guy taking a piss. Fucking creep. What a way to go. At least he didn't piss himself. We'll get the egg out of the oven. Ding. Take that. What else we got? I don't need to save yet, I don't think. I don't think I gotta save yet. GG. Oh, here he is. Look out. And I'm not doing too great on weaponry, I gotta say. I don't know, man. Do I have this? I don't even think I've had the scope on this yet. Nope, I didn't, right? Yeah, maybe I did. Alright, anyways.
Voy a hacer picadillo.
more chances here. Wow. This guy's like Jason Voorhees, for Christ's sake. Oh, that works. See, I was going to avoid him, but I think the ruby's worth it. Now, since I'm proper fucked, what you do is you use the flash grenade on the ones all standing by the gateway to the next section. Oh, right on. Always use the knife. As much as possible, use the knife. As long as they're somewhat disarmed, use the knife. Especially when they're not dropping ammo at all. So what you want to do is you want to get you definitely want to have a flash grenade. Unless you have plenty of ammo. And then that takes care of that chapter. Twofer. Twofer. Let's get out of here. I got scared. Oh boy. We're in trouble, folks. We are in trouble. What to do? I'm not gonna have enough time to load. I knew he'd get me. Right. Son of a bitch. Oh my god, empty, come on. Oh boy. I need that striker to do the dipping glitch to get away from these freakers. Nice, we'll take him. We'll take him. Think there's some more shells up there, even though I might have grabbed them earlier? Doubt it. Doubt it. Absolutely. Not worth getting upset over when there's more important things to worry about. I feel you there. That's for sure. I feel you, bro. Really happy you're here with me, guys. I really am. Thank you. Makes it all worth it for me. You guys are absolutely the best. Anyone have a good excuse how to get out of work tomorrow? Come on, man. Ammo it up. Oh. Why do you say that? Why do you say that, G? I'm not trying to be on an ego trip. I'm just curious what makes you say that. You're the best. I'll tell you what. Anyone who is themselves is the best. That's how I look at things. Man, I don't even have... See, if I had some... Oh, I do. I was going to say, if I had some ammo right now, I could get a spinel, and then on the way back out, I can get another spinel, but That's so nice. I'm just curious, what makes you say that? What makes you say that? I just try to be me, that's all. And like I said, anyone who is just themselves, in my book, is the best. But what in particular makes you say that? Because that's very helpful when it comes to a platform like this. You know, you wanna have a good personality, and you want people to like you in order to succeed. You know, that's part of the goal. But the only thing I can do is be me, and you can take it or leave it. But I'm just gonna be me and do what I do. And you know, life's too short to get into arguments with people and treat people wrong. It's just...
Got a selection.
I don't know. Sometimes I get really discouraged about the world. Thank you, G. That's really sweet of you. I'll never change for everyone. Thank you. Well, the hardest thing about... let me start here. Thank you so much for all those kind words. You have no idea how much that means to me. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And I want you to know you are the best also.
Is that old stranger?
And if anyone tells you otherwise, you let me know. I'll take a plane down to Texas, like I said yesterday, and I will fucking put him in a headlock.
Is that old stranger?
Now, going back to calling in sick, if it was any other job, I absolutely would. The only problem is my dad's my boss. So, TMP ammo.
Is that old stranger?
How do I have fucking...
Is that old stranger?
Okay.
Thank you.
I have one TMP round? Okay.
Is that old stranger? Thank you.
Hey, Brute, I really appreciate you stopping by, man. Definitely go do what you got to do, my friend. I'm just totally stoked you stopped by, man. It was really good speaking with you, dude. It's always a pleasure when you come by my stream and my show, man. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Happy Sunday, and I hope you have a great week to come, my friend. Yeah, it's tough to call in sick when it's your dad. He'll show up at my apartment and fucking drag me out of bed. Not that he has a key, but...
Thank you. I'll buy it at a high... I'll buy it at a high price.
Come on, okay.
I'll buy it at a high price. Thank... I'll buy it at a high price. I'll buy it at a high price. Thank you. Is that old stranger?
I never bother putting the jewels in the mask. I don't ever feel like it's necessary.
Thank you.
I get plenty of money in this game without doing that, so...
Is that old stranger? Thank you. Stranger. Now that's a weapon.
My OCD gotta make me organize all this shit. I've also noticed that there's a lot less yellow herbs in the last few starts of this game. I don't know. I've played this game a long time, and the algorithm never changes. You always get the same drops every time. But the last 3 times I've tried playing through this game, it seems as if they're not giving me the same drops. They're not giving me the same, I don't know, the same advantages. And it's not on pro mode. It's on normal mode. So, a little weird, actually. But we don't complain. We just campaign, baby. We can make an omelet. We got some parsley up there. We got some eggs. We got some broccoli egg omelet. Anyone? With a side of shotgun.
Thank you. Is that a...
We'll grab one of these. Why not?
Thank you.
All right.
What are you buying?
Nothing. All right. I think there's some fun stuff coming up. Did I go the right way? I always get turned around in there. Always. Yep. All right. God, my lips are so dry. I'll be right back. I just gotta use the bathroom real quick. Get some chapstick. Jesus Christ. Take a quick bowl hit, and we'll be back at it. Right there. Fucking thing. Man, I just picked up this bud today, man. Massachusetts, it's legal. Please, no police come after me. Recreational use is totally legal. No medical card needed. So, please don't harass me. I just prefer not to do it on camera because you never know who might be watching, kids, etc. Cigarettes is one thing, but I don't condone children smoking weed, nor cigarettes, but most kids' parents smoke cigarettes, so what are you gonna do? Fuck. again, sorry about the chair stream, but another minute or so and this bowl is cashed. Alright, here we go, back at it. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh man. So, anyone ready for a little story time? While I play? Let me know in the comments. It's a pretty good one. Unless, by any chance, you're a rapist, then you probably wouldn't like it. there was 3 viewers. Went down to 2. Seems like someone may be a rapist. If you would like to hear the story, please let me know, and I will fill you in. I have a lot of stories from when I was a nutcase when I was young. So, just let me know. Come on. Come on. Ooh, what a fit. Jesus. Where is she? Again, feel free to comment if you would like to hear a couple stories. I should have used those friggin' eggs. Come on, give me some shells, man. Alright. Oh, stuck. Oh my god, how did I do that? God damn. That's alright, I'll catch them on the way back. There's 1, 2 back there, 3 here, that'd be 5. I only need what, 10? Yeah, 10. Yeah, I have a couple stories that are full of poetic justice. But let me be clear. This is when I was around my early 20s. So, you know, well, I can't lie. I would do the same thing again today if that situation transpired again. So I can't really say that, oh, I've grown up and I wouldn't do that. No, I would do that again, gladly. And he's actually lucky that he didn't get more. Nice. Alright. Simple solution to the puzzle. Again, if you guys want to hear story time, I mean, even though it's story time, it's based on real events, please let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to share. I mean, I got stories for days. It's crazy. So with that puzzle, when they say 3, like 3 family insignias, I always look at that as my hint. So it's 3 3s, 3 4s, and a 3. So the 3's kind of like the hint. So would you like to hear the story, Gigi? I think you'd appreciate it. See, this is what I'd like to do. I'd like to tell my
Leon,
life story.
have you reached the church yet?
And
Well, yeah, sort of.
I'd like to tell
Leon,
my
did I
life
mention not to
stories
take
and
the
things I've
scenic
been
route?
through, 'cause,
At any rate, Ashley's
know,
probably inside that structure. Rescue her. Hurry.
growing up where I was, in a pretty tough area. Well, gotta pay attention. Please. Oh, nice one, guys. Come on, please be some ammo. No. Ah, I thought I'd back up in time. Come on, man. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually still making it. So, Gigi, I told you how my girlfriend of, well, my best friend of 10 years and my girlfriend of about, I don't know, man, 3 years, ended up passing away in a car accident by herself. She was overworked. She wasn't supposed to work a double that day. She had already worked like 14 hours. They said, oh, you know, the other girl called, oh, please, we need you, blah, blah, blah. She said, all right, even though I'm tired, I will, but, you know, I want more pay because I went above and beyond. And they said, yeah, that's no problem. So on the way to her next job, she ended up hitting this, you know, it was near a school zone, so she ended up hitting this curve that's like this fucking big. So when she did, she broke her neck instantly. I did ask, I said, you know, the next door neighbor heard the commotion, or across the street neighbor heard the commotion. She lived in the boonies, I lived in the ghetto. Fuck, man. So I said, well, did she say anything? And I guess this is hard for me to say. You know, it has been 7-8 years, but she said, oh, you know, I want to see Ray. Where's Ray? That's what she called me, Ray. And I called her name was Julie. I called her Juju. So anyways, that was like her last word. So regardless, there was this kid that would talk bad about my best friend, who was brothers to Julie, my girlfriend and best friend. They were both my best friends, and she was my girlfriend. Come on, I cut you first. You can't body slam me if I cut you first. Don't work that way. So, this kid, my buddy Andy's house and my ex, well, I wouldn't say ex, but my girlfriend who passed away's house was like the party house. That's where we all went to party on the weekends, and then they went to college. I didn't go to college, but they went to college, and we partied out there, blah, blah, blah. Well, one day we come back from, we come back from a bar, and this kid, Topher Bell, I'm putting his name on blast, from Duxbury, Mass. Topher Bell is sitting, after talking shit about the two people, other than my mom and dad, that I love the most in the world. And he's sitting there. And my buddy Andy says, that's fucking Topher. I said, what? He said, yeah, he's in my fucking house. I said, no, that ain't gonna fly. No, not happening. So I walked over to him and I said, hey, what's your name? He said, my name's Topher, and I already know your name because, you know, blah, 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 your reputation precedes itself. Because these South Shore kids, damn it, they're soft. They're really, you know, not too tough. They're really campy. They come from money. You know, they don't know how to fight. They don't. And I'm not trying to glorify fighting. That's the last option. But you're gonna make fun of my best friends, and then you're gonna have the nerve to sit in their living room, hanging out, drinking a beer. Well, I got a major problem with that. So, like I said, I went over and I said, hey, Topher, no, I said, I knew who he was, but I said, hey, Topher, or whatever. He's like, yeah, that's me, and I know you're Fightin' Ray. That was my nickname back in the day, because I did boxing, I did mixed martial arts, I did Muay Thai, blah, blah, blah. And I want to make it clear, this isn't a, you know, an ego trip, but that I actually despise that. Usually people who talk about being tough are the least tough. So this is just a story though. So this is how it went. So basically when he said I'm Topher, I said, you know what? I'm not even gonna punch this fucking clown. He's softer than puppy shit. I ain't even gonna punch him. If I punch him, I might kill him. So, and even though he was, you know, he did fight a little bit, he was a wrestler, blah, blah, blah. So I open hand slap him like a pimp would one of his hoes. I just open hands slap the fuck out of him. He spits out some blood. I mean, it was a fucking slap. You know what I mean? So he gets up and he gets in my face and he says, "No one slaps Topher." I said, well, I just did, Mr. Bell. So what are you gonna do about it? Now that just made him more fucking mad. So needless to say, he gets up, he goes, well, let's bring this outside. You know, and I was basically like one of the family members. I said, there's no need to go outside. You want to go outside because you're scared and you know that that's your way out. When you're in this house, you're trapped and you know you're in trouble, right? So I said, you know what, do what you want to do. That's fine. I don't care. We'll do it by your terms. Even though I don't go outside. I like it. My adrenaline's pumping so hard and I'm so angry. I can't think of let's go outside. And I had numerous fights in that home, and their father loved me. And he knew that I was a respectable, good kid. I never started trouble. He knew the kid was a scumbag. The cops know the kid is a scumbag. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So I said, you know what? Fine, we'll do it on your terms. We'll go outside. We go outside, and I back up on the front lawn. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Now, back then, mind you, I was 200 pounds and not fat. I mean, I was big. You know, I'm 6'1", give or take. You know, depending on how straight I stand, I could be 6'1", but on average, I'm about 6 foot, and I was 208 pounds at my heaviest, which was a little heavy for me. I got to be honest. That was a little bit too much. I'm much more comfortable now, and I feel a lot better being at 180. But anyways. So I back up on the lawn and I'm like, well, let's go. You wanted to go outside. There's no getting out of this.
What are you buying?
This is it. Well, just like I suspected, he jumped in a car and took off. I said, you motherfucker, man. You're really gonna be that much of a coward. You can make fun of women. You can make fun of good people. You can talk shit behind our backs like, oh, when I see them, they're gonna get beat up. Meanwhile, we're right here, you know? And you're not talking like that when we're standing right here. So, anyways, he ends up leaving. Now, I go back home down the Cape where my mom lived, alright? Apparently, later that night, my buddy Andy was a drinker, and you had to babysit that fucker, or you don't know what could happen. So I said, you know, I'm not a babysitter. I'm not, you know, at 22, 21 years old, you know, you're not an adult. You think you are then, but you're not an adult. I'm 35 now. Now I'm an adult. 21, 22, 23. You're a kid still. So I go home. I said, I'm done babysitting Andy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go home. Well, apparently Topher decided 2 hours later to come back to the house. Andy's passed out on the couch, hammered. Alright? And he decides to go to Julie's room and knock on the door. He opens the door. She's sleeping. He gets in bed with her. She freaks out. He covers her mouth, which is, I believe, a felony to stifle someone's scream. I do believe it's a felony. And proceeds to sexually abuse her. Well, she goes to the court, she gets the rape kit done, you know, all that stuff, but not to be graphic, but he didn't penetrate her with his unit. He did it with his fingers, which is still, rape is rape, and in my world, that to me should be a death sentence. But I don't run the world, and that's probably a good thing. But so now this man's Topher, this man is running free for about a year and a half, 2 years before the trial happens. He's not in jail. He pulled the I'm a druggie card, so they let him off by going to a rehab, and basically he got out of it. Well, I looked for that piece of shit for the whole time. A year and a half, 2 years. I looked for him. I mean, literally, every day after work, I would go to all the bars that I knew he frequented. I did everything I could, literally. Every weekend, I asked around, just really on the hunt, on my private eye detective shit. And it gets crazy, believe me. I know I'm going a little slow here, but it does get a lot crazier. So 2 years or so goes by, the court date finally comes. I said, you know what? I don't know. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I asked someone who knew everyone in Duxbury. His name's Mikey. Now he's a state trooper. I said, Mikey, this kid's like 6'7", 320 pounds. He should have been in WWE. He's not ripped, but he's just a fucking monster. Quick story about him. When he was a kid, 15 years old, he was running from the cops. He had a straw from the box. He was drinking underage. There's a swamp in Duxbury. He hid there for fucking 6 hours, breathing through a straw so they wouldn't find him. Of course they found him because everybody knew Mikey. They were already at his door waiting for him. They said, what the fuck, dude? They let him go because, you know, he didn't hurt nobody or whatever. But I said, hey, Mikey. I said, I'm looking for Topher. I know you don't like him. No one likes the fucking puke. He's a scumbag. Where can I find him? Well, word on the street is, on the mean street to Duxbury, is he's in hiding because of you. He knows you're after him. He knows you're looking for him, you know. And again, I'm not the toughest guy in the world. I'll be the first to admit that. There's always 1,000 people tougher than me. But I had his number. That's one person that, you know, he was my size. I wasn't picking on anyone fucking younger than me or smaller than me. If anything, he was bigger than me. So He said, word on the streets, Ray, is he's hiding from you, and he's not going to be anywhere until the court date. You're not going to find him. I can't even find him, and I know everyone. I don't know who's hiding him. I said, that's fine. And I had a feeling he was protecting him too, even though he was supposed to be my friend. And he was protecting me because he knew the damage I could do and I could get in trouble. So, whatever. I give him a little bit of credit for that, but keeping me out of trouble. So, basically, to make a long story even longer, I said, you know what? I'm not going to find him, but I know that I'll find him on the court date. I mean, that's the bottom line. He's going to be at court. An old IRA tactic is, you know, you show up at a funeral, your mom's sick, you show up at the hospital, you know, there's a court date, you know they're going to show up. So those are some tricks like, you know, the IRA used and the KGB used, because they know they're going to find their man. How many people aren't going to go visit their mom in the hospital? How many people aren't going to show up at their court date? There's a bunch of, you know, there's a bunch of cops and you know, COs everywhere. He figured he was safe. So, get the nerve of this. I mean, this still blows my mind. It was just like unreal, surreal how it happened. So I walked through the metal detector at Plymouth Courthouse. You can look it up, Plymouth Courthouse. I walked through the metal detector. Sure enough, as fate would fucking have it, unreal. And I looked for this kid for 2 years, like I said. He's the next one behind me at the fucking courthouse to go through the metal detector. And I knew it was him, even though a couple years has passed, because his ears did this sort of fucking, I don't know if you can really see it, but did this sort of funky thing. I said, that's fucking Topher Bell. I can't even believe it. Like, this is my chance. It's now or never, because in the courtroom, you're not going to get to him. You're just not, you know. You got to jump tables and everything else, and I didn't really feel like doing that, all that, because then I would have been really in trouble, you know. So there's these, they redid the Plymouth Courthouse, and there's these big huge pillars in the Plymouth Courthouse. I mean, I'm talking about 3 feet, 4 feet wide, all the way around. So I stood behind one of them, and yeah, it was a sucker move, I guess, but not really, because you're a sucker by doing what you did. Rapists, racists, women abusers, they don't get a pass in my world. So I stood up against one of the columns like this, right? Until I knew he was done. Now this prick brought two beautiful women with him, as obviously as a character reference, to, you know, look good for himself. Like, well, if I was that much of a scumbag, well, I wouldn't have fucking 2 beautiful girls here with me, you know, they'd want nothing to do with me. But, you know, whether he paid him or not, or whatever. But, so as soon as I knew that he was through the metal detector and everything was good, I stepped out behind the pole and I said, Topher Bell, just to make sure, because God forbid I hit the wrong person, Jesus Christ. I said, Topher Bell? And this idiot actually, instead of saying, oh, I don't know who you're talking about, he actually goes like this, yeah? I said, you motherfucker, and I dropped. And that's not the worst part. I don't know if I feel comfortable saying this next part, but fuck it. I've already said too much. But, so now he's like basically out. He is moving a little bit. And I know, this is crazy, but I grab him by the nuts and I start pulling like literally, like I'm starting a fucking lawnmower. I'm pulling and I'm screaming in the courthouse. This is what happens to a fucking a rapist, and I'm gonna rip these fucking things clean off so you don't hurt no other innocent woman. And he is screaming like I've never heard anyone scream, and to this day, the whole courthouse heard it, and nothing happened. He was out cold. I yanked his nuts like starting a lawnmower. I realized, okay, I did enough damage, right? And I walk out the doors of the Plymouth courthouse. I walk out. I get about 15 feet, and 2 state troopers, a CO, you know, bailiffs, they all come out and they rush me and they say, whoa, dude, you just caused a fucking huge commotion. You're not going anywhere right now, guy. I said, that's fine. I said, you know, I know that I was wrong. I know that it was the wrong place, wrong time. But the bottom line is, I looked for him for a year and a half, 2 years. He was in hiding. I knew I'd find him here. It's the best I can do. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. They said, all right, well, just come inside the lobby for a minute and sit down. I said, all right, I will. I go and I sit down. The state trooper leans over and he says, listen, I got to tell you something. You did something that every single cop in Duxbury has wanted to do since that kid was 15 years old. He has a rap sheet taller than you are, and he has no plans on stopping. They said, but you did a lot of damage to him. I said, well, you know, I didn't plan on playing fucking patty cake with him. I meant business. And the 2 years of aggression of him raping my friend had built up. I mean, what would you do? They said, listen, you're not in any trouble whatsoever. We have to talk to Mr. Bell and see if he wants to press charges. I said, oh, well, you don't have to worry about that. Topher's not pressing no charges. They said, well, how do you know? I said, because he knows if he presses charges, then I will kill him. And the cops all laughed. They said, listen, here's what we got to do. We got to take you upstairs to a holding cell. I said, oh, what the fuck? They're gonna actually fucking arrest me. I deserve it. They're gonna arrest
Got a
me.
selection.
And I really do deserve it, I guess, for doing it
What are
in
you selling?
a courthouse. I get it, but it was the only chance I had.
Is that
So,
old, stranger?
The craziest thing is, they brought me upstairs.
Thank you.
They took my boots. I had Timberlands on. They took my Timberlands, and they said, listen, you're not arrested. You're here for formality, just so Topher doesn't press charges saying that basically the court let you whip his ass. I said, oh man, that's fucking awesome, dude. I can't even believe it. I really couldn't even believe it. So within 15 minutes, I was let go. I got sent home. I was home before Julie and Andy because Andy was on the couch sleeping as a witness. It happened to Julie. I'm glad because if I was in the courtroom and I had heard some of the lies and some of the things, I probably would have lost it there and I would have really been in trouble. So that's my first that's 2 Topher stories, but he's like my arch nemesis.
Is that old, stranger?
I haven't seen him now in fuck, man. Jesus. 9 years or so. But I'll tell you this, and this is the God strike me dead now. If I ever seen that kid to this day, I would do it again. I will do it again. You don't get a pass. The funny thing is, an interesting thing, a funny story about that is, so I hit him with one punch that knocked him basically out. I mean, he was moaning and moving around until I started pulling his nuts like a lawnmower or a weed whacker to get it started, and saying this is what happens to a rapist, you know. He had a broken nose, 2 black eyes, he had a fractured cheekbone, and he was absolutely bruised. The judge even gave him shit, apparently, because Julie told me, the girl who passed away, my best friend of 10 years and girlfriend of 3, said his face was fucking black. He looked like a black guy. His face was that black. If he had a full body suit on and gloves, you would have thought he was a black man. And apparently the fucking judge said, Mr. Bell, what did you go tanning for court? And she knew what happened. But let me catch up on this. Hey, what's good, Angel? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? How you doing, Healthy Poison? I'm glad you guys are here with me, man. So they also told me, Andy and Julie, my friends who I went there to protect, I didn't go there with intent really to do that. I mean, I didn't go there with intent to do that, but it just worked out perfect. And the best part about it is the way he got out of it, because most scumbags get out of rape charges. It's a very hard charge to stick, and at least he got his. So the way he got out of it was, he said, listen, I was on drugs at the time and I need help. Please send me to a sober house as opposed to jail. I don't belong in jail. His family had money. That's the bottom line. If it was me, if it was a black guy down the street that grew up in the projects next to my house, or next to my apartment rather, when I was a kid, they'd be in jail, without a doubt. Without a doubt, they'd be in jail. But because he had money, he got out. So they said, yeah, you know what, we'll do that. You know, we'll say it was the drugs, even though you raped a girl, we're going to put you in a sober home. Well,
what are you
the
selling?
beauty behind it all is the fact that when he went to the sober home, fucking a dude said to him, hey, let me ask you something, guy. How'd you get the black eye, the fucking broken face, the broken nose, and raccoon eyes? He said, some asshole beat me up for raping a girl. And the kid said to him, and now this is all legit from a reliable source. He said, you raped someone? Fucking boom, 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 fucking banged him out again. Knocked out cold. He knocked him out. Fucking, he wasn't even moving for minutes. He laid there. So he got that ass whipping because of me and Julie. And then they transferred him to another fucking place. And I kid you not, God strike me dead right fucking now if I'm lying. This kid is so fucking dumb. Instead of coming up with a story like I fell down the fucking stairs, a kid at the next rehab they sent him to, because he got in a fight, so they got to send you off, he told him the same story. The kid said, oh, so you like raping women. Bah, 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 bah. Knocked him out. Knocked him twice. So he caught 3 fucking beatings over this. And the third one, I guess, was really terrible. He ended up in the hospital. So, and just to clear things up, he never did press charges against me. So, that's Ray's story for the day. And there's plenty more. There is plenty more. I was never the type to. I'll tell you what. I got a tattoo on my stomach that says. Some of you probably know. Some of my long-term fans probably know. But I do have a tattoo on my stomach that says bully. And a lot of people say, "Oh, yeah, you're just a bully." No, you got it all wrong. I'm not a bully at all. I'm a bully of the bullies, which it's my own deranged, I guess it's my own deranged sort of issue that I'm dealing with, but, you know, the way I see it is I'm here to protect the sheep. Not that I'm the toughest guy in the world, not that I'm even tough. And I've already said 3 times, there's always people tougher than you, no matter how tough you think you are. There's always people tougher than you. I'm done. There's always people tougher than you. But you gotta stick up for yourself. You gotta stick up for people who can't stick up for themselves. That's, to me, that's a hero, and that's admirable. And I get it. Some people aren't fighters. They're not, you know. But there's other ways to go about things like that. You know. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. There's a lot of good people in the world, but I truly feel as if that ratio is fucker. That ratio is slowly becoming unbalanced. Meaning, back in the day, I feel like there was a ton of good people. Now I feel like there's not so many. It's far more selfish, self-righteous snowflakes out there that feel like the world owes them something. And yeah, I don't really know too much else to say. I mean, I do have other stories if you're interested in hearing them. I really was pretty crazy when I was younger. I'm surprised I made it this long. I never pictured making it to 35 years old. My birthday's in July. I'll be 36 if I make it, but I always said that I would burn bright and die young. But that doesn't seem to be the plan of things, I guess. But if anyone else wants to hear any other stories that are all 100% true with references to back them up, please let me know. Yeah, crazy stuff. Oh, Angel, yeah, like I said, everything's good, man. What do you mean you never get off? You end up getting in trouble and you friggin' you end up getting in trouble and you have to pay the full price? That sucks, dude. I'll tell you a little tip that works for me. I mean, the best thing to do when cops pull you over or whatever it may be is the best thing to do is always be honest. No matter how bad it is, no matter how bad you think it is, fucking be honest, man. Yeah. You know, it's a lot of people think it's a setup. Like, you know, if you're honest with me, you know, I'll let you go, and a lot of the times they do. They really do let you go. You know, it all depends. You know, if you got a kilo of fucking coke in your car, well, they're not gonna let you go, and I don't fully blame them. But you know, you got some weed in there, or if you're getting a little bar brawl or something like that, chances are they'll let you go if you're honest with them with what happened, and, you know. Let me try to think of another crazy story from back in my day. Now I got one. So my mom lived down the Cape, and she lives about 15 minutes from the Plymouth waterfront. And when I was living down with my mom, and I worked at Kingston Sears at the Kingston Mall in Massachusetts. That's how I met Andy, and then eventually met his sister, and the rest is history. But you know, they were gingers, you know. Well, Andy was more of like a blondish redhead, but Julie was like a brownish redhead, I guess, in a way. I know there's a word for that color, but I can't think of it right now. But very beautiful girl, little teeny thing, you know, tough bastard, but a little teeny thing. And yeah, road rage is real quick. Going to Phil from Heaven Angels comment. Road rage is no joke, man. My suggestion to everyone out there is do not road rage. It's a felony, and it's no fucking joke, man. I actually got arrested for road rage in Plymouth, right near the waterfront, where I'm about to tell you this next story. They pulled me out of the car. They searched it. Fucking, I was driving down Route 3A, excuse me, and the crazy thing about that is the speed limit's fucking 50 miles an hour, and speed, what the fuck? Oh shit, I went the wrong fucking way. The speed limit's 50. They were going, I shit you not, this is no exaggeration, they were going fucking 20 miles an hour. So after about, you know, 3A is like 20 fucking 30, 40 miles. After about the 20th mile, I went fucking beep beep, like fucking, I didn't fuck you out the window. You know, I'm pretty cool, calm and collected, you know. Where am I going here? I'm so focused on the story. See, this is what I like. I like talking. I like talking with you guys and entertaining you guys that way. Hold on, let me get out of this fucking thing. So let me just try to, like, I want to tell the stories, but I want to just somewhat make it to where I gotta go. Okay. So we gotta get out of here. Wait a minute. Whoops. All right. So they're going fucking 20 miles an hour and a 50. Now I'm losing it. I'm really kind of losing it. I'm not belligerent or nothing, but I'm losing it. I said beep beep, you know, put my arms up. What the fuck, man? I see them in the rear view mirror. Fuck you, you fucking asshole. Fuck this, fuck that. I mean, you should see how Massachusetts people are, man. Most of them are a horrible fucking ogre breed. I'm telling you, they're either fucking 600 pounds and just viciously nasty. So whatever, man. I suck it up, you know. Well, now there's a side road, and what do? I got out of work early on a Friday. I was heading to Andy's house. Believe it or not, I was heading to Andy's house to see Julie and Andy and hang out with them guys for the weekend. And sure enough, they stopped, dead stopped, and let a bus fucking go. They actually let a bus go. The bus stopped, I shit you not, at every fucking house. I said, you gotta be kidding me, you motherfuckers. Are you serious right now? Well, they were serious. So now at this point, it's a one-lane road, and I decide this is insane. Sure enough, the road finally opens up to 2 lanes before a highway type overpass. All right, and I said, oh, this is my chance. So these fucking pricks, right? Now I'm going 20. So I get up to like 40, 45. Now, mind you, the speed limit's 50. What do? They're in the lane next to me, so I can't. So they're here, I'm here. I'm speeding up. They're matching my speed. Now I can't cut over. Fuck it, man. I drove that. I had a Jeep Cherokee. I drove that fucking thing like a NASCAR. Got it up to like, no joke, a Jeep Cherokee. I got up to like fucking 90 miles an hour, dude, right? And as soon as I do that, there's a cop waiting for me at this little center patch of fucking shit, right? I said, oh man, where am I going? I said, I am screwed. He's so fucking pulling me over, man, right now. He's pulling me over. There's no way around it. He pulls me over, but he waits until I'm literally at the Plymouth waterfront, where it's middle of summer, Friday, 5 o'clock, families, women,
Welcome.
all staring at me. They got me sitting on the curb out of the car in
Got a
cuffs.
selection of good
They're
things
rifling
on
through my
sale,
pick. I had a
stranger.
no, excuse me. I didn't have the Cherokee then. I had a pickup truck. They're searching through all my my shit in there, which wasn't much, but they're searching through my toolbox in the back of the pickup truck. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This is a fucking nightmare.
What are you selling?
They said, well, Raymond, you're fine, but you were criminally speeding.
Is that all,
which
stranger?
Is no good
Is that
in
all,
this
stranger?
state. And
Is that all, stranger?
just so you know, you got
Is
you
that
on
all,
road
stranger?
rage. I said, fucking road rage. I beeped
Is
once.
that all, stranger?
Don't these buses
Thank
have
you.
cameras? I mean, I don't know. It was a nightmare. So I ended up. I smoke like a chimney. So I said, hey, listen, man, I'm so stressed out. Do you mind if I have a cigarette? Absolutely not. What does he do? He takes out a can of Skull fucking mint, and I'm like, dude, can I at least get a lip of that? And he's like, yeah, if you can reach it through the cage. So I got this little pinch of fucking Skull. I put it in there, and it did the trick at least.
Come
at least
back
it was something.
anytime.
And they brought me to prison. They actually brought me there. I spent the night on a cement slab, and then I did get bailed out. I went to court. That same kid, Mikey, I told you about from Duxbury, who knew everyone, was best friends with one of the best lawyers in the state. And I show up to court Monday morning, and the judge said all charges dropped. The only thing you got to do is where am I at? The only thing you got to do is pay $100 court fee or whatever. I said, oh man, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. So I never found who it was, but if I ever found who snitched on me again, there's like, I have a mini list. I shouldn't be saying this on I shouldn't be saying this on a social media platform, but I don't care, to be honest. I truthfully don't care. They're gonna get theirs one way or another if I ever did recognize them or see them. But point being is, road rage is a felony, and it's not something you want to get involved with. Road rage sucks, man. Luckily the felony was dropped, but that's only because I had a connection. If you don't, you're gonna be smoked. Guaranteed. They're gonna smoke you on that every time. Every time they're gonna smoke you. So just be careful out there. And just like in my case, even beeping a fucking horn can get you fucking road rage. So protect yourselves, get a dash cam, and protect protect
Go to
yourself
selection.
is my best advice.
What are you?
About a month
buying?
after that, I get out of trouble. About a month after that, me and Andy, we go to this place, fucking, what was it called? God damn it. Not San Diego's? Fuck. It might have been San Diego's. It was right on the water of the fuck, can't even speak. Of the Plymouth waterfront. And, basically, I lived in Brockton my whole life, Brockton, Mass. I mean, I'm sure some of you people here have heard it on the news. I mean, I guarantee it. Not too many people. I mean, when my ex was from California, I went out there twice. People said, where you from? I said, Brockton. They said, say no more. So, you know, Brockton's reputation precedes itself. So, anyways, we go to this bar, San Diego's. It's got 2 or 3 floors, and it's got a nice big deck on it. Okay, and you when it's nice out, you go onto the deck and you hang out. You have a few drinks. They let you drink out on the deck. You know, it's up high. It's not deck at ground level. It's like more like a balcony in a way, but it's giant. You know. There's a bunch of tables out there and all this. And I recognized someone there, and I said, man, that kid looks familiar. That looks like Pat Redacted. And I said, that motherfucker, I've had a problem with him. You know, when I was the new kid, when my mom moved down the Cape, that motherfucker right there was always trying to check me. Him and Topher, that's his best friend. They were always trying to, like, I don't know if they were threatened by me or anything. I don't know. I don't see why you'd be threatened by me. I'm all about peace, and you know, until you bring it to me, I'm all about peace, and I'll help anyone do anything. You know, I really pride myself on being a good person. You know, and sure enough, he comes over. Gay Ray, what's up, Gay Ray? This motherfucker, man. I've fucked more bad bitches than you've even looked at. I mean, you know, we're just talking shit, but I mean, but it's probably true. This kid was fucking, Jesus Christ, he was hideous. So he swings at me. The kid, he says, "What's up, Gay Ray?" I mean, it's like, how original, Gay Ray, you know. I know, you're the first person to think of that, buddy. Congratulations. You know, you're a regular fucking Edgar Allan Poe. So, he swung at me, and because of my training, you know, I slipped it pretty easy. And I hit him with an uppercut. Oh my God, what a nightmare. So I hit him with an uppercut, and now he falls. He doesn't fall, but he stumbles backwards like this. All the way like this, and he stumbles against this fence, right? And not the fence, excuse me, the deck railing. He's against it, and I run over there and I pick his legs up. This God strike me dead. I pick his legs up and I go to throw him over this 3-story fucking balcony. I said, I mean, I lost it, and I've fought a lot. Trained a lot, like really trained mixed martial arts boxing since I was a kid, like 8, 9 years old, something like that. And I just lost it. And usually I have control. I have control over my actions. You know, I know when someone's had enough, blah blah blah. But these 2 kids, Topher Bell and this kid Pat Redacted, because as much as I don't like him, he doesn't deserve to have his last name put out there. But Topher Bell, Tophagerbell, deserves anything he gets. He's a fucking dirtbag. Junkie, fucking dirtbag, rapist. So anyways, as far as I know, Patrick, he didn't, whatever. So I got him by the legs, and I'm scooping him. I mean, he's going over. His back is on the rail. He is tilted over. And my buddy Andy comes running up, and he says, Raymond, what are you doing? And he grabs me and he pulls me back onto the deck. And luckily I still had him, and it pulled him back onto the deck. And then, you know, common sense, you know, snapped in, and I said, whoa, I could have just fucking threw this kid 3 stories off a fucking balcony, and I doubt that he flies. So basically, I'm sorry, I was just reading the comments here. So, my friend Andy basically saved his life. So then, after that, it's a melee. I mean, there's bottles being thrown. Now it's a 3-floor club, mind you, 3 floors. And it's melee. There's bottles being thrown. My friend Andy bottled someone in the head. He was out. Then my buddy Andy grabbed someone in a you know, one of those around the neck. Hold on, it's been a while. Jesus Christ, getting older now. But basically, you know, it's one of these, and then, you know, as you squeeze, it's as you squeeze, you know, you're cutting off the blood to the brain. And I could see he's fucking fading out quick. I said, Andy, I said, let him go. He's had enough. And as soon as he let him go, I could see him go, right? And then I probably shouldn't have did this. I feel guilty a lot of the times after I do violent acts, but when it's 2 people, it was just me and him against about 8 of them. Well, anything goes at that point. You're fighting for your life. In my eyes, it's you know, it's either win or perhaps die. So it's all business. So I run over full. So as soon as he's trying to get his breath back, I had Timberlands on again. For some reason, that was like my war outfit was a pair of Timberlands, a pocket knife, a Dickie shirt, and fucking. It was funny though. But so as soon as he started gasping for air, I just ran over and I booted him in the face, knocked clean out. So now the place fucking erupts. I mean, I'm talking, we're in a bad situation now. Now, not only is it 8 against 2, it's everybody on the deck. This club's deck against 2, which was probably about 25, 30 people, all drunk, you know, so inhibitions are out the window. They don't care about, you know, hurting someone. That's why I brought a weapon, just in case. I've never used a weapon on anyone. God forbid I never want to have to. But if I have to, I will protect myself at all costs. So basically, me and Andy are back to back, and we're scrapping. And then finally, there was a little bit of a lull in the action, and I said, Andy, it's time to go, bro. It's definitely time to go. We're gonna, you know, it's not looking good. And I see people on phones, you know, and you know, calling more people to come. Obviously, because the thing was, again, not to talk about myself, but me and Andy were this was back in my 20s, were the kings of the jungle on the South Shore of Massachusetts. So the way they looked at it is, if we can get these 2 fucking dudes, well, you know, we'll be the top dogs. It's kind of like prison mentality, even though we were all free. It makes no sense. But so I had one of those. You guys seen them? They're those black jackets, and what they are is flight jackets. Pilots wear them, so they're black on the outside, but if the plane goes down, they can turn the jacket inside out and they're orange on the inside. You guys seen them. You've seen them in American History X. You've seen them. They're in tons of movies. Chopper with Eric Bana from like the 2000s. They're in a ton of movies. They're, you know, you get them at Army Navy stores. They're badass jackets. I love them. I still got one to this day. But so here we go. I got it right here. So check this out. So we go to. So we're on the 3rd floor now. So it's not even like an easy escape, right? Not even like an easy escape. We're on the 3rd floor. There's bounces on every single floor. At the stairwells, there's stairs. Oh, I forgot to tell you too. So on the deck, it's a big fucking window. So everyone at this point is like, their face is like smudged up against the window, you know, like watching us. Like, is this fucking real right now? I can't believe it. This is, I mean, I didn't know that tonight came with drinks and entertainment. This is perfect. But so it's a little scary. Anyways, you fucking cunt. So I had my jacket on like this, and Andy had this, what the fuck did he have on? He had on a sweatshirt and just a t-shirt underneath. It was actually, this was Thanksgiving Eve, I guess, the night before Thanksgiving into Thanksgiving. By 2 o'clock, usually the waterfront bars, you know, closed down. It was about 1, so it was Thanksgiving Day. And when Andy let go of that kid in the choke lock and I kicked him in the face, I doubt he enjoyed his turkey, man. That salt on I mean, he was all cut up in the mouth. The, you know, turkey got a ton of salt and all that, and pepper. I'm sure his Thanksgiving was ruined, but it was well deserved. And the one other quick thing I didn't tell you before I show you what really happened was, we called Julie, my best friend of 10 years and girlfriend of 3 years, and said, listen, there's Pat redacted here, there's, I can't remember the other kids' names, but there was like 8 of them. And I said, listen, Julie, I'm gonna give you the call is yours. These people have made fun of your family when you were nice enough to be the party host, and they're shitting on you. You give the word. These are the people here. Are they on the list or not? She said, read the names one more time. I read the names one more time, because we showed up there pretending we didn't know anyone. We just, you know, and then meanwhile on my phone, I'm writing the names down. So when I call her, I said, so, yep, so, it's, you know, Patrick, blah, blah, blah. This one, Topher's brother was actually there. Topher Bell's brother was there, blah, blah, blah. She said, I said, so, what would you like me to do? Are these people on the list, or are they all right? She's like, every one of them. And I said, all right, click. That's all I needed to hear, because I knew her so well. I knew what that meant. That means every one of them is a target, and every one of them has done one of us wrong. So all the melee started. Thank God I didn't throw that kid 3 fucking stories to the pavement. God, I'd be in jail right now. But anyways, so we walk in. That brawl happened. I think we ordered 1 drink each, and sober as a judge. And we ended up walking out. I said, hey, to the bouncer at the 3rd floor stairs. I said, hey, I hope you have a great night. He said, hey, you too. You weren't here that long, huh? I said, no, man. You know, we're gonna go check out another bar. You know, there's plenty around here. Go see how the scene is. Whatever. All right, guys, be safe. Yep, I'm not driving. Blah blah blah. Little did he know I parked my vehicle like 6 blocks down, so we had to walk. So all of a sudden, as we're walking out of the place, we managed to get out. All the bouncers basically held the doors for us. If they only knew. But we see like 6 cruisers, 2 paddy wagons, and 2 ambulances driving down the waterfront. I said, oh my God, Andy, fucking take that hooded sweatshirt off from work, because it was night. It was a little chilly, even though it was summertime. It's right on the waterfront. He took his thing off. He just had a white t-shirt on. Instantly, which was perfect, I turned this inside out, just like this. Oh, not like that. Sorry. Hello. Turn this inside out. So now, on the police scanner, they're looking for guys with black jackets and a hooded sweatshirt. Well, I got and a backwards hat. I got an orange jacket with a frontwards hat, and we made it back to my truck. Got to his house and never heard a word about it again. And yeah, those were some crazy times, man. Those are some crazy times. That's the same kid that went to Wentworth in Boston, Wentworth Institute of Technology for, I don't know, one of my buddies did architecture. He did graphic design. But man, the stories were crazy, man. Some good times, some bad times, some good times, but never too much trouble. Never really any trouble with cops. Nothing like that, you know. So that was one of them. So, and then I got just one more story. I'll end it for tonight. One more story. The craziest story in Boston when he was going to college, I wasn't, but every weekend on Friday after work I would drive up there. We would all hang out, have a good time, hang out, blah blah blah, go to these Mission Hill house parties until the mayor at the time ended up shutting them down because, you know, they were getting too out of hand. But luckily he shut them down the last year he went to school there, so it worked out perfect. But we were in this Mission Hill house party, and in the Mission Hill house party, it was Northeastern University football team in there, and you know they were drinking. You know, they were kids. They were drinking. Now that I'm older, looking back, they were just kids drinking. But you know, you still can have morals and respect and dignity, you know. And what do? The Northeastern football team in Boston, we're all in the kitchen, and this captain of the team finds the nerdiest kid out of the group of kids that was there, which is totally just disgusting. And he winds up and fucking nails him. I mean, fucking nailed him. Dropped him right on the kitchen floor. Now, all these cheerleaders are laughing. All the fucking Northeastern football players are laughing. You know, it was just disgusting to me. I just couldn't take it. And he was actually a buddy of mine's buddy who he brought along for the weekend. Now, I was a vet, even though I didn't go to school there. They actually gave me a honorary diploma because I spent so much time there partying. I mean, I got all the fun without any of the debt and any of the classwork, which I always like to joke about. But anyways, so he friggin' knocks the dude out in the kitchen. I said, are you kidding me? I said, that's the most coward thing I have ever seen in my life. Why don't you do that to me or him over there, you're gonna pick the weakest sheep or the weakest link, I mean, I guess, and knock him out to seem tough. That's not tough. I mean, and like I said, back then, that's when I was working out. I was playing hockey, I was boxing. I mean, I was in shape. That was 12 fucking 15 years ago, you know. So said to him, I said, I really just can't even believe how you are when you're playing. Basically, you're one cusp below professional football. I mean, that's kind of disgusting if you ask me. So this kid Dan DiTolo is whose friend it was. I forget the kid's name. It might have been Mike. I said, "Hey Mike, are you all right, buddy?" I woke him up. I got him around. He stood up, and you know, he's already instantly fucking swollen and black. I mean, instantly. But he took it like a champ. I got to give it to him. I said, dude, I got this for you. I'm gonna cover this for you. And he said, no, it's not worth it. I'm okay. I said, no, that's not flying in my world. You know, if you want to pick on someone that's an even match, and then, you know, you'll gain my respect. But, you know, no offense, but he's gonna hit you and knock you out, dude. Come on, you're 100 pounds soaking wet with cinder blocks tied to you. Come on. And he's like, well, I know you, Ray, and I know that I'm not going to be able to control you, so I know you're going to do something, but you don't have to. I don't want you to. I said, well, it's not really up to you anymore. So I was standing by the fridge, and I waited my time. I bided my time. And sure enough, the kid comes right over to me, stands next to me like we're best buds, like we're on the same fucking football team, even though I never played football. Hey, what's up, man? I said, what's up? I said, are you kidding me right now? Did you just ask me what the fuck was up? Yeah, what's the problem with that? You know, you realize that you're in the Northeastern frat house for football, right? I said, I know exactly where I am. But do you realize that you just picked on the weakest kid here? Sorry, Mike, but you picked on the weakest kid here, and that doesn't make you a tough guy whatsoever? Oh, I'll show you a tough bang, right? I threw a punch so fucking hard, right, that my elbow hit the corner of the fridge and gave me a huge gash here. I still got the scar, and it needed stitches, but I didn't get no stitches. I had the liquor was flowing. Who needs stitches when liquor's going, right? So anyways, I totally dropped them, right? Well, the assistant captain, or the second ringleader of this football team, he backs up. Now everyone's standing, even on the chair, but he backs up in the middle of the kitchen and says, "Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna let this happen in our own fucking house? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Fucking, if that kid isn't dead, if that dude who just hit whoever that fucking clown was, if that kid isn't dead who just hit my boy, by the time he leaves here, then, you know, basically I'm gonna be dead." I mean, he was tongue-tied. He's a football player. What do you want? Not the brightest. So basically, I said, he's in the middle. Now everyone made a circle around us. I said, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. I need a way out of this, because my friends are pretty soft, for one. They're not really that tough. Andy was alright. This kid Jubbs, his name was Jubbs, believe it or not. John Strong, JB, but he was a big kid, so he was intimidating, but if you knew him like I did, he's a teddy bear, you know. He's good for intimidation, but that's about it. So anyways, it's me and Northeastern, and they're surrounding us, and they're expecting blood. And I said, oh fuck, man, like I'm down to fight. I'll get a few in, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna get stomped out. Well, at the last second, I noticed the porch screen door, and I said, well, my only chance here is, you know, there's fucking 58 people in here against me, basically. So I jetted out the fucking door, and I said, man, I hope it's not just a porch. I pray that there's a stairway. Well, there was a stairway, thank God. Again, I mean, I know that there was someone looking out for me a couple of these situations. So, needless to say, I jetted down the stairs. Apparently, some nasty motherfucker puked over the balcony. I ended up touching the railing with puke on it, all nasty. So my buddy was running in front of me, and I just gave him the old fucking, on his back, the old wipe down of my hand, because it was puke all over. It was fucking gross. But we got out of that situation. And that's gonna end story time for RayzaPlayz's. I appreciate you sticking around with me, and that'll just about do it. I got work pretty early in the morning tomorrow, but I appreciate you guys sticking around with me and listening. And there's plenty more where that came from. I was pretty much a nutcase when I was younger, man, but I made it, and I'm glad I did, because you know, I could be in a prison cell somewhere, or who knows, even underground. I mean, who really knows? But sometimes, somehow, and things just yeah, thanks, man. And sometimes things just work in your favor. If I find things work in your favor, if you're doing the right things, and you're doing them for the right reasons. I feel like things work out the best for you, you know. And here I am, and there's definitely a few more stories that I'm looking forward to sharing. I think you'll enjoy them as well. I don't know, man. I don't think anyone's really in chat, but hopefully that maybe they'll watch it on the videos. But they missed. Personally, I feel like they missed some good real stories. You know, not this made up shit. These are real battle stories. Again, I do have a couple other ones. A fight on Mission Hill on New Year's Eve about 10 years ago. Yeah, they really do have short attention spans, I guess. I mean, who knows though, you know, I don't want to say that. Maybe they got something to do, you know, maybe they had something to do, but I mean, I thought they were pretty entertaining, but and there is more than where that came from, Angel. So I hope you tune in again, and I'd love to share some more of my crazy fucking Boston stories. But I'm really glad you stopped by, my friend, and I hope you have a great week. Yeah, man. So this is RayzaPlayz's signing out, and there will definitely be some more story time. And yeah, man. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Get some good sleep and a great week, man. It was a pleasure seeing you again, and it always is. So again, good night. RayzaPlayz's signing out. Much love, everyone. Be safe. Until next time, man.